All right, you're live.
All right, fine. It's fine. Are we live? Wait. See it yet? Where is it? Oh, there it is. What is up, everyone? How you guys doing? I'm tuning in from my garage here by myself, but I am not by myself. Turns out I have a few guests with me. We are definitely practicing the social distancing. Clint, why don't you roll to the fore?
Can you see everyone?
Hello?
This is going to be a little – oh, yeah, there everyone is. This is going to be a little bit different, guys, because we're going to be we're kind of Skyping with each other here, doing something a little different than what we normally do. So we got Patrick Gaffney from Gaffney's Guide Service, Cameron Black, Jordan Knigge. Can they see you, Clint?
No.
Thank goodness.
Perfect.
Now
how are you going to see these comments?
Yeah, what are these comments?
I can read them.
Jordan, can you use Ashley's phone?
I can turn the TV on, maybe.
I'm going to have to.
Yeah. Honey!
What is it, honey?
Hey, where's the remote?
Yeah, anyway, guys, you guys know the drill. We're going to get it kicked off with a giveaway here. So we are going to give away a Tough Line prize pack. So we want to get a bunch of people in this live feed tonight. The goal for this live feed is kind of talk.
Wants to share with all you addicts out there. So we want to get literally as many people as we can in here. We want to make this one of the biggest live feeds that we've ever had, so we can show people in our government and people out there that kind of the powers that be, the power of us as anglers, and what, just hopefully we can affect some change here, because I don't necessarily agree with the decision that they made here today. So share this out there. Share it out to your family and friends. We're going to give you an opportunity to win a Tough Line prize pack. We got a hat from Tough Line. We got some Tough Line Dominate. What I got here, 30-pound in the green, and then a nice Tough Line decal. So if you guys can do me a favor, make sure you thumbs up the video, share it out there and friends. If you're on YouTube, text message it to a couple buddies. Tell them to come subscribe to Addicted Fishing. And I don't know, should we wait? Should we get a bunch of people in here before you go on a rampage?
No, we want people in here. I really want people in here. Let's we got a lot to talk about, and a lot of stuff that going to be going on now, and then also
You see Hollandbrook
outdoors?
I did not.
He commented and said the Ohio government has told us to go outside, enjoy the outdoors.
Yeah, I'm going to really break down some states, and I do appreciate you guys talking about some of these other states that are in what they're doing already. I'm already getting some other notes in the comment section on YouTube. Unfortunately, I can't see comments on Facebook, but see them on YouTube. And there's already some states that I missed, but I think one resounding thing that we're going to talk about is how basically Washington State, for whatever directive purposes, whatever they want to claim, they were kind of the first in the union to enact these kind of closures, as ridiculous as they sound, considering the other objectives they're having with this, shelter at home and stuff like that. So we're going to really break into that. And I've got them all. I've got everything we want written here. We'll be talking about it a lot. So get people in here, share this live feed out. Let's talk. I'm going to have a lot of numbers and email addresses for you guys to call and talk to you at the end of this. And even if you're not from Washington, I think this is going to set a dangerous precedent for those of you guys that are watching outside the state. I think it'd be probably a pretty good idea to maybe pay attention to this. So
yeah, absolutely, Cam. I 100% agree. And Clint, one thing I wanted to announce quickly is, first of all, we got to go to Patrick real quick and just have him introduce himself. There's probably a lot of addicts out there that don't know who Patrick is, and he's joining us tonight. So, Clint, if you want to roll over to him and just, Patrick, you can introduce yourself and tell people out there who you are and what you do.
Yeah, Patrick Gaffney, Gaffney's Guide Service, Harbor Herring, fishing guide half the year, and then the other half the year I catch bait herring, as you can see here. Just here to help, give my insight on everything, and educate folks on the ins and outs of bait herring and guiding and fishing and whatever else I can do.
Awesome, dude. Well, we appreciate you joining us here tonight. And like Patrick said, we are going to talk some fishing tonight because at some point they are going to open it back up
for us. We are going to be able to get back out there and hopefully chase some springers and chase some of these fish that are in the rivers. So we're going to rant a little bit. Hopefully, get
not to cut you off, but technically,
we're going to.
Jordan, this one in particular, dude, you got to just let people finish because it's going to be really bad if we're talking over each other.
Right. But you said eventually they're going to open it, but isn't it already set for the 8th? Quite.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, but
Then at that point, what happened to our springer season? Because we're going right through the springer season right now. So who knows what's going to happen or how that is all going to play out, but let's get
a bunch of people in here tonight so we can talk about it. So if you guys, I see we got about 470 people on YouTube now watching. So all you people on YouTube, if you want an opportunity to win a Tough Line hat, some Tough Line braid, and a Tough Line decal, we're going to ship this out to you. We're going to pick one random winner from the comments. Clint will be managing that from the background. So if you guys want that opportunity, make sure you share this out there. Give this video a thumbs up and just tell some people in here. Tell all your family and friends, come join us tonight. You guys are all sitting at home. You don't have anything better to do, so come join us in this live feed and let's talk some fishing. Jordan, you want to kick some? You haven't said much yet. You haven't really gotten to talk much.
I'm just trying to rip
still.
Comments. I'm seeing these comments. I might be more heartbroken than anybody that they just closed today because I had a fantastic day of fishing today. Thank the Lord. And and I get back and see our big group text of Addicted with all the cuss words and the middle fingers and everything saying that our fishing is actually closed as of tonight. So actually, as we went and walked the dogs this evening, I've seen a lot of guys heading down to the river with their boats, getting in that last evening bite, which was kind of comical to see, really.
Yeah, Cam.
Is Oregon still open?
As of right now, it is. They've even done some things to try to even limit the crowding. I mean, I understand some of the needs on these states to close some of the, bathroom facilities and state park facilities and stuff like that. But one fun thing that Oregon's done is, they're still continuing their trout stocking, and they understand that, with listing that trout stocking would bring more people to that particular spot versus spreading it around. So they said that they're still going to continue the stocking, but that they're not going to they're not going to post it. I mean, forward thinking gets people outside, common sense. I understand having to close these campgrounds. I understand when people are using like the same bathroom facilities, probably don't want that, but kudos to ODF&W for, like I said, some forward thinking on those trout stockings. Makes perfect sense. And as far as I know, it's still open. Unfortunately, we've got that Columbia River, so I don't know day and age. Who knows what they're going to do? But mad props to them.
Well, it was such a shocker for me, especially, I wasn't out in the Columbia today, but I was on a big river. And it was so shocking to me. I was the only boat, and I didn't not expect that. I expected to have the river somewhat to ourselves today. But it's a river I'm close to. It didn't take I didn't have to really leave home, and I didn't have to go through a lot of process and get into contact with a lot of people. But I even saw a police officer on the river today, and they didn't say anything. And it was obvious that everybody on the river was keeping a good distance. And it was honestly the last thing I saw coming once I got off the river today to hear that announcement that it was shut down. But Oregon as well, I know all state boat ramps. I know all recreation sites, launch points. You might be doing something, unless you might be doing something where you're not using a boat launcher on private property. It doesn't seem like it's against the rules to go fishing at this point. But give it another 24 hours, who knows?
So Cam, we got a super chat from Sled or Fish. You want to answer that?
I do, and that's, it's funny because I actually had that in kind of the notes. I'll give the WDFW a little bit of credit for the closure when it pertains to salmon and steelhead. In fact, I know you and I, Marlon, and everybody, we kind of discussed, they gotta monitor these fisheries. The only way we can conduct salmon and steelhead fisheries is with in-season monitoring. It's one of the guidelines that NOAA and the federals put forth. So I think when we kind of talk about tonight and fishing as a whole being closed, I think we have to exclude salmon and steelhead fishing, like I said, just on the account that they don't want those interactions with the game checkers. They don't want to field those game checkers. But even with that said, the act of fishing, especially in the state of Washington, does not only include salmon and steelhead by any stretch of the imagination. And so thank you for the super chat. It's a very good point. I'm glad you brought that up very early. I would love to go out and rip on springers as much as the next guy. But at the end of the day, there's those guidelines that have to be met.
Well, I know, and too, to go along with that, the essential nature of going fishing and recreating at a time like this, I kind of have a little grudge against it. The postal workers are still working. The linemen, the electricians, everybody out there that's in their field of work and are out making a living or getting out of their house and doing something healthy for themselves are still going to work every day. So what's the difference in between them and a fish checker? It makes no sense.
Well, hopefully we can discuss this a little more tonight. Marlon, why don't you take it over? I got both the feeds up, and I can tell you right now we've got over 1,000 people watching live between both the feeds right now. I can see the YouTube now, and I can see the Facebook, even though I'm not monitoring the Facebook comments. But let's start off with that giveaway, and then let's get into it.
Cool, let's do it. So one thing I did want to announce while we have all you guys watching, if you guys have known and you came to any of our addicted bashes in the last however many months we've done them, there was 12 bashes total. You guys were able to enter in your raffle tickets. We are going to draw the winner tonight at the end of this live feed. So if you came to our addicted bashes and you hung out and you had an opportunity to win the little small Stillwater Umpqua Marine boat, we're drawing a winner tonight. So stick with us to the end of this live feed, and you can hopefully have an idea or a chance to win that boat if you entered in any of our bashes. So, Clint, you want to pick a winner, dude, for the Tough Line pack?
Yep. Stand by.
The other thing I wanted to ask everyone watching, too, is what do you guys think of this format? Do you guys enjoy this, or you guys like this so far? What do you think about us doing more of these in the future? Because we have a lot of fishing buddies kind of all over the country now. We've met a lot of really cool people, and it would be sweet to do some of these and bring some of these people from around the country into our live feeds that we don't ever get an opportunity to have join us. So let us know if that's something you guys want to see. Definitely drop some comments.
Okay, here we go. Here comes the winner. Your winner's up there. It's Matt Davidson.
Yeah, as soon as I see it pull up, who do we got, Clint? Who do we got? You said it's Matt Davidson? There we go. I got him. Matt Davidson on Facebook. Matt Davidson, you won yourself a Tough Line prize pack. Shout out to Tough Line for being one of our awesome sponsors. We appreciate them. Send us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Clint will have that roll up on the bottom of the screen. It will be orders@addicted.fishing. Shoot us an email. Let us know exactly what you won. Include your address, and we'll get this shipped out to you. But please make sure you include what you won and you include your address in the email, and we'll get this right out to you. Thanks again to everyone that shares these live feeds out there and that joins us every single Wednesday. If you guys are new to the channel, you've never seen us, we are here every single Wednesday talking fishing, talking about any sorts of fishing. Could be bass, could be salmon, steelhead, trout, all sorts of things. We're every single Wednesday we're here talking about it, or we may even be out on the water fishing live. So if you're new to the channel, tap that subscribe button. And let's dive in, Cam. Let's freaking get into some facts here. And don't forget, we're going to be talking some springers tonight too. So don't leave us if you want to hear about some springer stuff, because Patrick he's got some little tricks up his sleeve he's going to teach us. I can see it in his eyes.
I'll tell you what, when it comes to his bait, second to none. Like, absolutely stellar herring, too. Real fast, Patrick, just because I got a question. Your bait is labeled a couple different ways. Can you, touch on that a little bit? Because I've tried to tell some people, where to get some of your bait and what to do there. And, do you want to, can you just rattle off the names that were the bait that you're supplying for? Can you do that?
Yeah, so basically it's two major brands. It's originally it was Point Defiance brand herring, which has been around for a long, long time, which is what a lot of guys are kind of accustomed to. But back then it was the non-vacuum pack, just a sack and sealed tray of fish. And few years ago, we bought that company out, and then we made our own brand name, which is Harbor Herring, and we chose for some of those customers that in our client list that were buying that Point Defiance brand, we chose to keep the two brand names. So whether you see Harbor Herring or Point Defiance brand herring, it's the same fish, same everything, and it's coming from the same spot. So
Thank you for clarifying that, because like I said, I know there was a couple, and there's some places down in Portland that wholesale your bait and stuff like that. I want to say, I already killed a springer on your bait. Love it. Even though the limited time I went out there. So I spent my time, too much time kokanee fishing instead of actually trying to get them. And now we don't get to get them. Yeah, so getting into this, guy. So, yeah, the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife closed all the recreational fishing today and shell fishing. And honestly, like, a couple of the points that I wanted to talk about in their letter that they released, they talked about a lot about overcrowding, and they talked a lot about, closing a lot of these access points. And unfortunately, I mean, I think, if they talk about overcrowding and they're closing access points at the same breath, and basically at the same email, I mean, they're kind of creating their own monster. As they don't want people to travel during this time, and they don't want people to do to basically like travel long distances, but then they close the backyard spot where some guys can go and get out, recreate, trout fish. The thing to keep in mind is that the governor stated in his statement, it's right on the Washington thing, going outside and recreating is not a bad thing as long as you keep the social distancing. So if everything is kind of lumped up into that, explain to me why you want people to have access to these points where, especially when there's not like a restroom facility and not, active hitting for going into some of these spots. And B, why wouldn't that not be allowed? Because and don't stop to recreate. You watch it, you're going to see more crowds in trails.
Hey, Cam, hold up real quick. Clint, do you think everyone else can mute their mic while Cam?
I think you muted yourself, Marlon. Oh, I've lost everybody.
No, hang on.
There we go.
Oh, crap. Hang on. Keep going,
We
Cam.
working?
I got Jordan. Cam, keep going.
All right. Marlon's got to hit the screen and unlock his microphone.
Yeah, I can see you adding the mute button there, Clint. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. If you guys are watching, we're trying to work through this right now because this is something new that we've never done before. And I was having a really hard time hearing Cam, and it was picking up a lot of our background mics.
Yeah, I think if you
we
guys
lost
want to
Daphne.
mute yourselves, you can do that and then unmute when you're ready because it was picking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think while Cam's giving his little spiel right now, we should all mute ourselves. So just hit the mute button on your screen, guys.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to keep talking.
Just FYI, Patrick is muted. He will have to unmute himself. I can't do it from my screen right now. So just be ready, Patrick.
Yeah. You're the only one, Clint, that I can see is unmuted. So I think everyone can probably hear me. But people are saying mic check is good. Let's see here, guys. So at any rate, within the governor's guidelines of this whole, COVID thing, which, we need to be smart. We need to be taking precautions. We need to be taking these opportunities to not, just like we're doing the live feed right here. I mean, it makes sense. Like, I don't think anybody's going to argue that. But in one breath, they're saying go outside, walk, bike, hike, recreate. And in the other breath, they're closing the access points to do said activities, especially access points that don't require staffing and they don't require manning. I mean, lock the bathrooms, tell people they need to stay close to home. There was a million other things they could have done besides closing recreational fishing. I'm going to run through a bunch of states that have basically gone in the other direction during this whole COVID-19 thing, like the state of Maine. for instance, has a free license through April 30th to anybody. Go fishing. You need to go outside. All inland waters that generally opened April 1st in the state of Maine, they opened them right away. They're opened early just to get people outside. Oregon, like I talked about earlier, delisted the trout stocking just to keep people from going to those one spots where they're dropping the trout. Forward thinking, smart thinking. California, on their Department of Safety statements, they still encourage outdoor activity, keeping the 6 foot minimum. New York State, people, New York State, unfortunately, sadly, probably the worst state for the COVID break, and now it's being called the epicenter, still is actively publishing their trout stocking, mentioning how good getting outside can be, and encouraging purchases online, even just of their licenses, just so you can't go into that. They're telling you not only to go out there, they're telling you how to do it, and they're telling you where to do it. New York State, not Washington State, New York State. Missouri, free fishing, March 27th through April 15th. Just go. Michigan, encouraging outdoors, still safety precautions, get out there. Wisconsin, entry fees to their access points in state park waived. They don't want to hold any money. Forward thinking, get people outside. New Jersey, unfortunately, sadly, another hotbed for this. Please display your licenses, and there might be possible delays in them shipping you it. So to avoid that, shipping you their license, so as to avoid that, purchase them online and print them yourselves. Go fishing. Absolutely ridiculousness coming from Washington State right now. And like I said, I can walk with Washington State on this whole, not wanting to do salmon and steelhead. Like, I can get that. But the fact of the matter is, like, I've got 2 kids, and we stayed home the last 3 or 4 days. We didn't know what was going on. Out of an abundance of caution, we've stayed home. But you know what? In the next 2 weeks, we would have loved to just, like, thrown the raft in the back of a truck, gone down to the river, gone down to the lake, wherever, somewhere close, nothing important, and gone fishing. There's no reason for that. WDFW begs us for their help all the time. Every meeting I've ever gone to, they want participation, they want support. And then they do this. I understand that this can be a directive coming from the governor, but the fact of the matter is, it's closed, it's their jurisdiction, and they don't have our back. Unbelievable. Warehouser, state of Washington says, we've got to know, we're not closing anything. We're continuing to let you guys Phone's back. This is terrible right now, Jordan. I get terrible feedback.
Someone's microphone is on. It's horrible.
I get terrible feedback.
Someone's microphone is on. It's horrible.
Oh well, we'll figure that. There it goes. Whoever just muted, it's good. And the other thing too, it's like with them closing, and this was, like I said, a self thing where, we have the access closures, and they don't want people to travel far, but then you close the access, and then you force people to travel far if they want to go and outdoor recreate. It's on top of that too, with this WDFW these access closures, it's not just fishermen, right? I mean, you're closing a lot of these places. I mean, I went down to the local lake on Sunday, on one of the last days I fished in the afternoon, and you have lots of dog walkers, you have lots of other people that are out there recreating that are not just necessarily fishing too. So this doesn't just hurt necessarily what the people wanted to do. Another big thing on this too is, Brandon Traeger from the Fallen Outdoors. Like, he has literally sent emails to every state commissioner, state senator, everybody he knows, because, for the 5,000 veterans in the state of Washington that get out that want to cope with their, therapy, or want to cope with what they've had done, PTSD, the therapeutic opportunities that the outdoors lead and can go do. You know what? Now that's just taken away for no reason. No reason. So I don't know. This is going to be a hard pill to swallow. Like I said, we go to meetings all the time where the state of Washington begs us for help, begs us for sport participation, and to me, this is just a stab in the back. So, other than that, I've got the contacts for you. I'm going to text those over for Clint. I want everybody out there, and like I said, even if you're not state of Washington right now, this sets a precedent right now. I mean, Lord knows who knows how long this thing's going to last. What if this thing lasts until June? What if it lasts until September? Like, this is just beyond ridiculousness. And the fact, like I said, they tell you to go out. I mean, pot shops are open, people. Like, I can go to a pot shop with like 50 other people, but I can't go out to a local lake where I'm not going to see anybody. Absolutely ridiculous. We're going to have the numbers for you guys and emails for you guys to contact here in a minute. I want to answer one question from Cameron Stewart. And he said, if we don't catch all the springers and they get by us, does that mean we're going to have more springers because we're going to let that run successfully go and do their thing? And unfortunately, Cameron, it's just not that easy, and the answer is no. If that was the case in 2015 and 16 with those overabundance of fall Chinook runs, we would still be seeing that overabundance, coming in on these years. There's a lot more other factors that go into that. Yeah, it's good. We do need to get escapement to the hatcheries. At the end of the day, the hatcheries are only going to plant so much. They're going to surplus out the other ones. So unfortunately, it's not as easy as just getting more back, because if that was the case, I think, 40 years ago, we would have let all of them come back. You know what I mean? Took a couple of years off. It doesn't really work that way. Anyways, guys, let's talk some springers. I'm going to get you guys the numbers and the email addresses here in just a few minutes, and we'll get it. And I do appreciate you guys, because right now, on both between the Facebook and the YouTube, we still have over 1,000 of you guys watching. We do appreciate it. So let's let the powers that be know what we got going on.
A little addition to the rant as well, Cameron, is you look at it as we slide more and more over the next week or two into an economic state where people are really going to start pinching their pennies and their grocery dollars and things like that because of the uncertainty of where this whole thing is going. You take away a rational way of getting some sort of food source. People that they don't have a lot of money, they don't have anything to go do, they can go sit at the river, spend $10 a day, and potentially catch a meal that'll last them an entire week in some instances, or feed their family. So it's like it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and it was obviously really not thought out by the higher ups in the state of Washington to what they're taking away than just a little bit of social distancing,
Yeah. I see a comment from Josh Moore recently in Florida, and it was advertised that anybody who walks the beaches get a $5,000 fine. And Josh, to Florida's credit, if there's a problem,
I don't know what's going on then. All right, hang on.
County and places did. If there's problems and they need to address them as needed, then fine. There's not a soul on earth and a soul in the state that would say that was a smart idea to let that many people on the beach in the state of Florida. Close those down. A blanket statement. You mean to tell me that some guy in Northeast Washington right now can't go fish a trout lake? He probably lives 50 miles from a human being, and now he can't do it. Does that make a lot of sense? While we all run to stores and we all run to stores and pot shops and whatever else the hell. It's just, absolutely unridiculous. Anyway. Yeah, I don't want to say some bad words there, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah.
Better ? Sound.
Right. A lot of people commenting too on licensing and tag money. And unfortunately, guys, I understand not buying a license. It's definitely a way to take it to them. But the reality of the situation is the licensing only funds 23% of the fishery side, of the sport fishing side of the department. A lot of that money does come from the general fund. Yeah. You know what? If you don't want to buy your license, then if you want to make that your personal statement for them too. But unfortunately, I think we need to really start concentrating on the legislature, the guys that are providing budget to the WDFW, and just start really kicking down some doors in this, because at the end of the day, with the sports bid of the state of Washington, we're the largest group. We have the most votes. We have the most money. We should have the most influence. We have the most economy. If you think about the retailers, the marinas, the manufacturers, and everything within the state, we have it all, and unfortunately, it's unfortunately, we just get this. So, anyways, that's my rant. I'll move on. Let's talk some springers or something.
That's Cameron's rant. Did we, all you guys out there watching and listening, did we finally get the echo? You know, it's funny because even when we're in the studio and we're not in the studio, everything seems to always lead back to Clint's. Everyone was like, man, the echo's terrible. The echo's so bad. It was Clint's microphone the whole time.
Because it was playing on his camera.
Yes. Yep. So we can all just say that when the fishing does open back up and we finally get a chance to go out and kill some springers, it's definitely going to be hashtag low hole Clint movement.
Well, yeah, we don't even get to do that now.
I know, right? What the heck?
Oh.
Alrighty. Well, let's do another giveaway. How about that, guys? Everyone out there watching, what do you think? Should we do another little giveaway here? Patrick's just sitting back there like, when are we going to talk about fishing, dude?
Hey, he's like, enough with the ranting, you losers.
Enough with the ranting. All right, Clint. So we're going to give away, the next prize pack we're going to give away here is a Gerber, one of the new Gerber folding fillet knives. And I think Cam, which he may have left the screen, he's got he's filleted a few fish on this thing. What's your like just kind of like overall organic experience with this knife so far?
Wickedly sharp. I like the real fine point. So when I'm heading and gutting, like I've just taken it up kokanee fishing. I tried to do a springer with it, but the blade wasn't long enough to go all the way through the fillets of those couple that we got last week. But ultimately, like for kokanee, it was spot on. Nice, sharp little, very fine point to get right in the old cavity there. And yeah, real, like I said, stupid sharp. Nice. I'm going to definitely pack that foldable in all my raft trips as well, too. So, you know, long fillet knives and rafts don't mix too well, but I like that one.
They are pretty freaking sweet. Oh, actually, I got one right here. Yeah, buddy.
Ching. Sparkle, sparkle.
Don't touch yourself.
Sparkle. See me there? I'm like a ninja.
There'll be no room for you at the hospital, Cam or Marlon.
Oh my god! All right, guys. So we're gonna give you an opportunity to win one of these knives. So if you guys can do me a favor, we got quite a few of you guys already in here watching. Share this feed out there. If you guys are on YouTube, text message it to a couple buddies. Maybe share it out there on some of your other social platforms. Let us know. Come join us. Come join the Addicted Fishing live feed tonight. I just got a picture of some elk antlers. That's what I'm going to be doing now that they closed down fishing. I'm going to be heading out going shed hunting. But yeah, share this out there. Make sure I was just checking on my phone. There's only 215 thumbs ups on YouTube, but there's 550 of you guys watching. So this is it right here. Click the little thumb guy if you want an opportunity to win this knife. And Clint's going to randomly draw someone from the comments at some point. But I think now's a good time to just talk about some springers, get into some fishing. Do we have any other updates before we want to do that? We're going to draw a winner, addicts. Cam, why do you keep making all these weird faces?
I'm laughing at some of the comments. Sorry.
Oh, are they terrible?
No, they're great. They're great. A lot of people not happy with the old WDFW, but yeah.
Yeah, I would assume they're not. How many of you guys and gals out there watching right now came to our bashes? How many of you guys came to one of our 12 bashes that we had in the last 10 months or so and was able to get a raffle ticket entered in to this box here that is just loaded to the top? We are going to draw a winner out of this box tonight, live on this live feed. We are live on this live feed. We're going to draw a winner here to win the little tiny Umpqua Marine Stillwater boat. But we're going to make you wait till the very end.
How many tickets do you think are in there, Marlon?
Oh, dude, I don't even know. A lot.
I mean, some of these
think about it. We had
people showing up.
Yeah, I mean, some of the live feeds had, or some of the bashes had over 300. The one at Fisherman's and Tiger had 400 people that showed up. So there's a lot of tickets in there for sure. But in comparison to what it would cost if you went and bought a boat, like, you still got a real good chance, and it was free. All you had to do was show up. You got a free ticket. Pick me. So sometime tonight we'll be drawing a winner for that, and they're going to win a boat, which is absolutely amazing. I love to be able to just give back to this community, all you addicts out there that follow us and have helped us build what we've built here with Addicted. We love to be able to give back to you guys. That's why every single week we give away all these prizes from our sponsors, and we take money out of the Addicted budget and literally go buy a boat to give to you guys. It's all just to support you guys, and because you guys are supporting us, and we appreciate it. So tonight we're drawing a winner for the boat. All right, Patrick, what do you got here, dude? You got some herring in front of you? You want to show us some herring?
Can you hear me?
We got you.
Oh, good. Go ahead, Cameron.
Hey, real fast, I do have a as you said, it's a fluid situation, and for those that are asking and wondering, the Columbia River for Oregon will close tomorrow, one day after the Washington closure. And in the statement that I'm being sent right now, the CDC and the OHA both say fishing is a good activity with proper local distancing. So people that are asking about launching on the Oregon side, it sounds like you will have tomorrow, but Oregon's going to probably have to get concurrent with Washington on that. But from the look at this, looking at this real fast, guys, I'm reading the email on my screen here. It doesn't sound like Oregon's going to close fishing. So in other words, there'll be some other areas that you could probably still salmon and steelhead fish in the state of Oregon. And like I said, kudos to Oregon. Forward thinking, recommending going outside, smart. I understand, the closure on the Columbia is going to suck. We probably have to have concurrent regulations in there. So all you in Oregon that were planning on going out to the Columbia to fish spring Chinook, you can probably just go ahead and put that attention in Washington. Anyway, and it's pretty good. Thank you. I don't want to say who I got this from because I don't know. I see his text that, he emphasized that the CDC said that fishing was a fantastic opportunity to go out in social distance. So there's your update, guys. You heard it here first. Thank you to that individual who sent me that text. If you want me to mention your name, I'd be more than happy to. If you're watching, hot off the press. Sorry. Moving on. Thank you, Patrick.
All right. So whether we get to fish below Bonneville this year is to be determined. However, we're gonna have Willamette above Bonneville stuff. We're gonna have some stuff to do nonetheless. So I don't want to sit here and sound like I'm pushing product because I'm not. But with lower number returns and stuff like that, it's imperative to have the best you can buy. And for dollar, I'm telling you, this is what you want. I take a lot of pride in my bait. We hand select it. We have a very small crew of folks. There's only 3 or 4 of us putting these fish on these trays. So the quality is higher than anything you're gonna see. It's unlike my competitors, I starve it out for a minimum of 2 to 3 weeks. If there's a scale or 2 missing on these fish, it gets turned into crab bait. Buying a tray of this fish guarantees you the highest opportunity at putting this fish in front of a springer and getting that fish to bite. You won't find a fresher herring. And truth be told, it's amongst everything, it's the reds and greens I have, they're none of the other companies around are going to have this fish. So, I don't know what we want to cover tonight, but I brought some herring here with me. Brought some reds, brought some greens, brought a couple different things. So, what do you want to do, Cameron? Want me to go through the whole setup or show them?
Well, Patrick, first off, Patrick, I wanted to get to some of these questions because there's a ton of questions coming in. People are asking how much a case of bait is, where they get a hold of you at. So Clint, if you want to throw his contact information up on the screen, and then also Patrick, if you want to just run through like just what the pricing is for your bait.
Yeah, so I want to throw it out there first and foremost. We're mostly a wholesale dealer. I have been selling bait personally to folks who've been contacting me, but I would love everyone to go support the other local businesses, in the Portland area, Crow's Bait, D&G Bait. Down at the coast in Astoria, we got Tackle Time, Jack Marsh. That's where most of our stuff goes locally. And I'll sell it if you guys give me a call, but I would like to see it get sold to the other companies because it helps me and it helps them as well.
Yeah, that's really cool. Clint, just stay on all four of us here for a little bit. Let's get some convo going. I see a super chat. Another super chat came in from Patrick, Galleon Garrett. He says, for Patrick, can you explain to us how this might impact your bait company, just so people understand how broad a shutdown like this causes? This goes way beyond the people who are also losing their regular jobs. So are you seeing any sort of effects on your bait company right now with some of these shutdowns, Patrick?
Well, we're just getting going. So, I'm going to say as of right now, yes, absolutely. It's going to affect me. It's going to affect my guiding business. It's going to affect everybody, up and down the line. It's hard to say right now. I'm just getting going. We're just coming into the season here. Within the next couple of weeks, it's going to start ramping up. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But for now, I'm going to say, yeah, it's going to affect business, especially if these types of closures and boat launch restrictions and stuff like that continue down into the summer, because our bait, 99% of our fresh bait that you see down in Astoria and along the Westport and along the Oregon and Washington coast is coming from us. So if things keep continuing down the path that they're going, yeah, absolutely, it's going to affect us. But
yeah, that's
with that being said, we're not going to stop. We're not closing our doors. We're still going to be putting bait up and putting up the highest quality bait we possibly can for everybody who wants it.
So do you have any open there where you can just show people kind of the difference between a green and a red and a blue, or what the different sizes that you have?
Yeah. So with me right now, I have two different types of greens. I have a 30 count to the case greens, and then I have 35 to the count case greens. And the only difference is that a green label fish, not all green label fish are exactly the same. You'll have big greens and you'll have little greens, and then it's just a matter of how many go into a case. So on the bigger side, they could be leaning more towards a blue label size, that 6.5 to 7 inch size. We can still call it a green, but it's getting kind of towards the edge of being a blue label. And then we have those 35 count case greens, which are on the smaller side of the spectrum, where they're 5.5 to 6.5, where they're like a real big red or a nice mid-grade green. So there's two different kinds when you're looking for a case of greens. And then we have our reds, which for Columbia River and ocean fishing is my personal favorite. They're a little hard to come by sometimes because we don't always get that particular size all year round. So it's they're a hot commodity when we're catching them. But we have orange label, which is little tiny guys, 4 inchers. We have the reds, a little bit bigger, greens, blues, purples, and then blacks. Blues and purples and blacks are kind of like your halibut bait, those 9 to 12 inch fish.
Bigger daddies. That's what I typically like to use. I like to use purples, especially for springers. Cut plug purples work the best.
I will say the one time I did get out springer fishing was last Sunday. Clint was out there. He seen me. We did get one fish, and it was on a whole body red.
Did you low hole Clint?
Nah, I was social distancing from him for sure.
Oh, nice.
That should be a 200-foot restriction.
Jordan, I've seen a bunch of people tell you need to wake up, quit going to sleep.
You get to sleep in tomorrow. Why does he care?
I don't know about you, dude, but I'm going fishing.
Well, it sounds like
I was muted the whole time. I had all this smart Alex stuff to say. No, I'm just sitting here pondering, reading these comments, trying to figure out what I want to do for the next few days, you guys. I'm lost without fishing.
I think a lot of us are going to be lost without fishing. I don't know, man. We might have to do a couple more of these just random live feeds and get in here and just like talk about fishing. Just show old pictures of springers from 2018 and 17 and 16.
What are all these comments saying? Oh, my Christmas lights are up too late. Brings joy in these dark times, okay?
All right, so I see Patrick's got some hooks out. Patrick, why don't we run through some rigging real quick? You want to I saw you had a cut bait already dialed in. What do you got, Cam? Cam's going somewhere? He's leaving us?
Oh, he's going. All right. Well, I'll get started. I don't know if you want to start just from the basic rigging, from nuts and bolts. Top
Yeah,
to
that's what I was
bottom,
thinking. Just show like a straight up cut plug, like what's been used in the Columbia and in our fisheries for years.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, basically right now, it's mostly a troll game, with the water being a little bit lower and trying to cover as much water as we can to find these fish since it's not quite peak of the season yet. So me personally, I run cut plug herring and I run whole herring. Right now, I got a cut plug bait right in front of us. It's kind of frozen, so it might look a little jacked up, but I run.
Do you freehand?
No, I'm a cutter. I got the same cutter I've had for years. It's all marked up. It's a good one though. I'm not legend status yet like Cameron, so I gotta use a cutter. So
Cam, you don't use a cutter, do you?
I'm gonna just say I do for this conversation, so you shut up.
Why is your voice gonna suck again?
I don't know. Sorry.
Jordan, mute yourself real quick. Cam, talk.
Okay. I'm gonna just say that I am gonna use a cutter, so you guys will shut up. That matter?
Yeah, I don't know. So something happened to your audio. It's terrible, but whatever.
Is it still bad? Sorry. You don't need to hear me anyways.
Yeah, we don't. We're gonna listen to Patrick. He's smarter. He uses a cutter.
All right, so I'll run through it real quick. Basic hook setup. I got 2 3/0 hooks, 3 to 4 inches apart. I always run my hooks opposing of each other, one up, one down. I think it makes a better hookup rate. Just a basic mooching rig on 30-pound fluorocarbon with a cut plug herring. You got a high side, low side. Take the bottom hook, go in through the low side. I have the guts in on this fish. I always run the guts in at first pass, just for a little extra scent. Hook it through the low side. Come through right there. Now you want to pull it through nice and gentle so you don't tear that bait up. Take that top hook, and I go almost dead center at the top of the fish. I don't know if you guys can see that. Almost dead center, top in the fish. Going about 1/4 of an inch in. And I want to just barely favor the low side so it gets your spin. Just kind of like that. And then your back hook trails just near the tail there. You just want that thing spinning like a drill bit. And the key with these king salmon, if it's spinning really big like that, I take that fish off and I either try to rehook it, or if I just can't get it spinning, I'll just throw that bait out and I'll put a new one on. You want that thing spinning within itself as best as you can to get as slow a troll as you possibly can to keep that bait spinning throughout your troll.
Sweet. So what about can you show, what's your opinion on like sliding rigs? What's your opinion on that?
I never messed with them. I always, from day one, I always just tied fixed rigs. I think, I was told a couple of years back that a sliding rig, when the fish bites and it slides, it has potential for it to not stick in their mouth as well. So I never messed around with it. And I, to be honest with you, I don't have much of an opinion on it. I've always been a solid tie guy.
Cam, how do you rig yours normally?
For cut plugs, solid tie, absolutely. The slide rigs eventually, like, they all kind of wear out a little bit, but I'll tie like real specific ones for green label cuts, and then for red label cuts if I really want to size down so the gapping's straight. But yeah, I'm kind of with Patrick on that. The slides just seem to be sometimes a little bit of a pain.
So
Patrick,
I was reading there. Patrick, did you say the pound test and the size hooks that you're going to want to use for that?
Yeah, me personally, I use 3/0 hooks, and I use a 30-pound test fluorocarbon on these leaders, just a regular mooching leader.
And do you think that helps the spin or the presentation, or are you ever worried about leader size or?
No, the biggest thing I'm worried about is losing the fish. So I'm always running. I'm always erring just a tad on the heavier side than anything, because I don't want to lose them when I get them.
Totally.
So Patrick, do you have something there that you can show people what a hole looks like? Because you said you just got one on a whole red when you were out there. How do you rig those typically?
I don't have any of the leaders on me right now, but what I can do, I might have some helmets I might be able to do, unless Cameron has something he can do it with.
I don't have any. Oh boy. I've been totally relaxed tying all my whole body leaders just on the account that I just, for some reason, have it in the back of my mind. Here.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll kind of just do a half-ass whole body, try my best here with a 2-hook. Typically with the whole bodies, I'm using 3 hooks, because you need the front 2 hooks to secure the bait, and then you have that 3rd hook trailing off the back is what you're doing. So these fish are kind of frozen. Right now, but I'll try to do it. So what I do is I take my top hook and I pin them. I pin the mouth shut with the fish. Just kind of like that. And then what you do, my leaders, these particular leaders are a little too big, but what you'd like is that back hook right there to be up about there, because you want to put a curve in the bait. You want to put a curve in the bait like that, and you want to pin that middle hook. You want to pin that middle hook in the middle of the fish so it keeps the bend in the bait. And that bend in the bait is what makes it spin. And you can adjust that bend depending on the tide and current to get a faster or slower spin. And then ideally you have a trailing hook back here. But like I said, these are kind of the wrong leaders for that.
Cool. Well, that still gives people a really good idea of what they're rigging there, for sure. What are you laughing about, Jordan?
The comment, Patrick, how do you get the fish smell off your hands at the end of the day? I don't think he does, everybody. It just never goes away.
Who's asking that? Because I got a couple ass clowns on there trolling me right now. I'm in a group text with some buddies of mine in there. They're giving me hell right now.
They're just trolling you. That's the best, dude. Gotta love it when the buddies get in here and troll.
You should see it right now. I'm getting lit up over this group text message.
It ain't fun, why do it, right?
Purell, he says. All right, Clint, we still got 550 people watching here on YouTube. I don't know how many are on Facebook, but let's go ahead and draw a winner for that Gerber folding knife. Just randomly draw a winner from the comments, buddy. What, Cam? Go ahead.
As in, before we draw the big boat name, I'm going to have the numbers and the emails for you guys to call, and I'm going to make a couple posts on it, and I'm going to put them in the comments down here too. I should be able to do that both on YouTube and Facebook. So before you do the final drawing tonight.
Final drawing.
Mm-hmm.
You getting someone, Clint? Clint muted himself, so he's not talking to us.
All right. Well, while we're waiting on him, I just want to go over there's a lot of talk about brining bait and stuff like that. And, the other day, that fish I did catch, I mean, I got lucky and found one. It was just on an unbrined bait, just blood and guts bait. But I go back and forth, between brine fish and then blood and guts fish. But just for the newer people out there just getting into salmon fishing and stuff like that, trolling herring, just a real simple brine that you can use is I take a gallon Ziploc bag. Yeah, exactly. Take that stuff right there. I take a gallon Ziploc a gallon Ziploc bag, fill it half full of distilled water or river water. You put a cup of that and then a half cup of rock salt and then a little bit of this bait bright to shine the scales up. Mix that all up for about 20 minutes. Throw your fish in, let it sit overnight, and you're good to go.
What about this? You guys ever use any of this? There's just the quick juice. You ever use any of that, Patrick?
Nah.
Powder only.
Powder only. And then this.
Ooh, lime. What about you, Cam? What do you use? You don't use anything because you don't catch springers.
That's right. No, I'm a Procure 2 drops of blue salt guy.
Just salt then, huh?
Yeah, but honestly, like when I'm at Buoy 10 or when I'm in a pinch or I use their natural colored the brine and bite. Awesome stuff.
So yeah, I started doing that like you told me down there at Buoy 10, especially for the anchovies, because they seem to just go soft real quick on you sometimes, and so that stuff just kind of extends the life on them.
Take your anchovies, put them in a bucket, put some of that in there, throw all your bait for the day, throw some ice on top of that. It'll like freeze your anchovies, and I mean it'll just to make them so durable, and the bellies won't blow out. I mean it practically freezes them because of the salt content and the ice. Good stuff. So I always have about a dozen bottles of that in the boat. Sure.
That's sweet. All right, Clint, we got a knife winner. Huge shout out to Gerber. Gerber has been one of our awesome supporters and partners for years now. They've been supporting Addicted and helping us continue to chase our dreams. So shout out to Gerber. They're always hooking all you addicts up with free prizes. Clint, do we have a winner or what, dude? Clint's mad because I yelled at him.
He's MIA.
Clint, where are you? Where'd my phone go? Oh my gosh. Clint, what are you doing? Oh, he texted me. He said he had to step away for a second. What a loser.
I'm back.
What are we paying for? I mean, what's this guy do?
I don't know.
Hey, I'm out of a job now. I can't go guiding anymore. I'll do it.
I'll do it. Teach me how to run the feed.
There's a lot of us out here that could do it.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
The abuse.
I'm just enjoying reading all these comments from everyone.
They're coming in so fast. I'm like having a hard time here. It's far away. I feel like an old man.
Clint is back now.
Oh,
Clint, Mr. Clint, can you pick a winner for the Gerber knife from the comments, please? Randomly select. Yeah, he did. He probably had to go take a number 2. Dumps Dennis.
He's got the COVID.
And we're down 4 notches now. So to the 600 you watching live now on the old, no, not 600. What is that? 560.
Winner up. There you go. Rod Phillips. Rod Phillips. You won yourself a Gerber folding fillet knife. Rod Phillips. Please shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Make sure you include exactly what you want and include your address for us, man. Rod Phillips. Orders@addicted.fishing. We'll get this shipped out to you. Couple Facebook winners tonight.
So Cameron, with these closures, when it opens back up, you think we'll be looking at some higher water and doing some anchor fishing, or be a troll game the whole way through?
You know, I don't think we have the snowpacks on the east side like we did the last couple of years. I haven't really been following it too much. I mean, yeah, it's probably, well, right now, thank you, WDFW. It's after April 8th, so definitely going to be after the spill program starts. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a whole nother game now. I really don't know. Good answer, Cameron. Moving on.
Good answer. Moving on. I got one more giveaway here for the night, but before we do, Clint, one of our partners actually is watching this live feed right now, and Clint, you got those pictures that he just sent over to me? He wants to give away a couple packs of his new spinner blades that he just released. He sent me a text message and said, "Hey, give away a couple packs of these tonight." So
they're
Clint,
mine. Send them here.
If you can roll them up on the screen for me, buddy, that would be awesome. I sent you a picture of them. There they are. Jason now has new blades, and they look tasty. What do you think? What's that style called, Cam? That's not a call.
He's calling it the Tai blade, but there's another name for it. It's an old school like blade that he basically kind of got out of a guy, and he was kind of telling me on the story, because it looked, like I said, that blade's been around a little bit, but as far as like any kind of newer or modern manufacturing with it, not in recent time. And I can't for the life of me, and JT, if you're watching, maybe comment on the YouTube side of things and I can maybe give some information. But let's just say that blade has been very, very tried and very proven for these guys. And it took a while for JT to, I think, pry it out of the guy's hands to develop
Throw it back up, Clint.
Yeah.
Well, Cam's talking. What's kind of the nuances with it? It looks like it has some pretty good little indents.
Right. It's going to have, it's a 4.0. So, but one thing nice about it is because of the cup shape, it's able to run behind a 360 Super Series flasher very effectively. In fact, I actually ran one just for a little bit. I just wanted to kind of get my feelers about it, but haven't caught any fish on it. The Springer that we caught on the other spinner was on his, 3.5 Colorado. But the applications for that in the fall, and putting those blades in front of herring and being able to just a real versatile blade, a little bigger blade, a harder thumb. I can't wait to try them.
Yeah, they look awesome. So he's going to give away we're going to select 2 different random winners here from this pack. He's going to give away a couple packs of the blades and then 1 pack of the clevises. And we're going to pick 2 winners tonight to win those from JT from Short Bus. So shout out to JT, another one of our awesome partners. We've been working with him for years, helping him develop products and colors, and he's an awesome guy. He's a nerd when it comes to colors and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're not a Cascade blade, even though they are pretty similar, Jim. They're close. I fudge for the life of me. Yeah, it's not a Willow 2 either, Killian. There, maybe he'll get back to me and give me the specifics on it. Maybe he won't. Keep that proprietary. So,
Tai. What does that even mean?
Tai is the name for a salmon, isn't it?
Big salmon.
It's a Native American.
I have no idea. Sorry, I guess I wasn't born. I was not as old as you guys, apparently.
No, it's a Native American name. It's
the tribal name for a king salmon.
Yeah.
What is Patrick doing? Is he just sitting there smashing the bait up in his hands?
The nervous. He's fidgeting. Some of us tear up coasters. Some of us tear up
Well,
like
he
pieces
just
of
licked it.
paper. He
It's not
tears
quite
up herring.
You know.
Oh,
Oh, it's
that's
the
bad.
Nelson
That's
blade.
terrible.
It's the Nelson blade. That's what it's called. Thank you, JT.
Nelson?
It's a Nelson blade. And apparently that's all he sent me, so that's all he wants to talk about it now.
Well, either way, it's pretty sweet. We're going to give away a couple packs tonight. So, Clint, what we're going to do is we're going to give away one right out the gate. You want to select a winner right out the gate. We'll give away that first little pack from JT. And then we'll save the other one for a little bit later. Who do we got, Clint? Who do we have, dude? What are you laughing about? Cameron clicks pins. Oh, there we go. Chill Bill.
Chill Bill.
Chill Bill on YouTube. You won yourself
Yep.
some blades from Short Bus. Make sure you
He's
no
over
kill.
30.
Chill Bill. What does he say? Is over 30? What does that mean?
I don't know.
30 pounds.
Good pick, Clint.
Yes. Chill Bill. Send us an email, orders@addicted.fishing. Let us know that you won the Short Bus pack and make sure to include your address. We'll get that shipped out to you, man. We're going to give away a whole bunch of prizes tonight. All you guys are locked in your homes. There is one caveat to this, though, and I've been wanting to mention this. I was been meaning to mention it from the beginning of the live feed. Unfortunately, with the events that's going down right now, we've shut down our addicted shipping facility. So we will not be shipping any orders for 2 weeks. Basically, once they tell us we can again, we will, but we're not basically considered an essential business, so we shut down just like anyone else as far as the shipping goes. So if you have orders with us, we try to get them out as quick as we can. We tried to get everything already filled. Mike was in there just filling everything out. So hopefully we got all those orders out to you. If we didn't, we apologize. It's going to be a little bit before we can get them out. And then any future orders that come in the next couple of weeks, including prize packs that we give away, those are going to have to wait to ship. So please be patient with us on that stuff for sure.
Well, I gotta say, Marlon, good thing they closed fishing because I was almost out of addicted worms. And if the shop was closed, I would have been a really sad guy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to get any new worms.
No, I would have been melting them back together with my lighter.
Yes.
Looking for him on the riverbank.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking for 'em on the riverbank. So when fishing, I guess you guys probably don't know, all you guides that are in this feed right now, when fishing does open back up, what's your guys' plans? What's everyone's plan? Do you have any idea? Are you kind of just winging it right now, rolling with the punches? What are you guys going to do? Because talk a little bit about how this is affecting your businesses, because guiding is shut down, right? Like you're kind of in a sticky situation there, huh?
Who's starting? We're all screwed.
I'll start if you want me to, because I mean, back in 2008, 2009, I was full-time guiding. We kind of experienced this too, and it's funny. I've told some of these guys and people on the phone that I would rather have a bad fish run than a bad economy, and just on the account that once you have a bad economy, people definitely want to hold tight to their money. Doesn't matter how good the fishing is, they hold tight to their money. If you have a bad fish run and you have a good economy, like we've had, the last few years, people still want to fish. So it's a little bit like, what's going to really happen? Fortunately, I think, and I'm the optimist. So I'm not in thinking that way. It's like, I'm really hoping, this isn't the end of America as we know it. We bounce back. And I think people, fortunately, I think the economy was in a good place before this happened. And things were rolling, for everybody. And I think that, hopefully we can sustain that and get back on our feet real quick after this. It'd be, like I said, everybody kind of knows. And I think that's going to really determine, what happens with a lot of guides. Because I can tell you in 2008, 2009, that was brutal. I mean, companies pulled their funds, companies pulled their fishing, people held on to their wallets, and there just wasn't any money to give. So but like I said, bad fish run, people still want to fish. We go kokanee fishing, bass, sturgeon, we do other things. So That's my take on it. So fingers crossed for the future. What do you think, Jordan?
I think, a lot like you said, with people pulling in their funds, we were at a really good time in the economy, and I think this is going to weed out a lot of fishing guides. There's going to be a lot of people that are just fighting to make ends meet and pay their bills. So we'll see that pressure in the guide industry, I think, pull back a little bit. But, once we get a glimmer of light out there, and we get our opportunity to go fishing again, I'm just going to hit it hard with the clients I can get out there. And if not, keep working hard with Addicted and stay positive. I mean, there's really no way around it. I know I'm going to work hard from, April, end of April, all the way through until October, November. So whether or not the economy is great or whether or not, we keep dealing with this intermittently, it's a shame that it's taken us off the water. And it's, I understand that encouraging people to come out and meet up with a guide of any realm, whether it's in our little group here or across the industry, across the world, encouraging people to travel out of their hometowns to come to areas that are considered dangerous as far as this virus. It's fairly unethical for us to consider that as we should be allowed to do that, and other people aren't allowed to go to work. But once we do get back ripping and rolling, I'm going to start chasing the springers and the tribs, hopefully in Oregon and Washington. And so hopefully these fish have made their way up past us well enough in this little bit of April that we might have some good trib fishing. And then I'm going to go hard on summer steelhead until the cats come home. So
until the cats come home. What does that even
or the
mean?
cows. I mean, whatever you got.
Of it all.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Patrick, what's your plans?
What else are you going to do?
I have depended on fish my whole entire life. My dad did it, commercial fishing. I've seen a lot of ups and downs, and this is kind of a little bit different perspective than what I've been used to, whether it's bad fish runs, bad prices, bad whatever. It's a little bit different. However, I think if you're just persistent, knuckle down a little bit and just keep at it, and positivity is the main thing. I mean, especially with guiding, it's like nobody wants to go fishing if you're just negative Nancy the whole entire time. You got to have a good attitude, whether it's you can't get out as many days as you're used to, or the fishing's not as good as it was. It's, positivity makes up half the day and half the trip. And, you gotta just keep moving forward. I mean, we all got families, all got kids and things to look forward to and things to strive for. So we just got to keep at it. And I've seen it before, whether it's been commercial fishing or sport fishing, we all have, and it's just got to keep moving forward and having a good attitude about it.
Yeah, I definitely agree, Patrick. I like that approach to things. I mean, one thing I've just been kind of telling myself is it's not the end of the world. Things will bounce back. We're in some unfortunate times right now, and we got to take some drastic measures to get through it, but fishing will continue on at some point. I can guarantee you that. And Jordan and Cam are apparently laughing their asses off to these comments. It looks like we still got 500 people watching on YouTube. So Clint, pull up those short bus spinners again. We're going to let people win another pack of those for JT because he gave away 2 packs of those tonight. So if you guys missed out on that, we're going to give you guys another opportunity to win some short bus spinners here. These are his new spinner blades that he just came out with. Clint's got them on the screen right now. He did just tell me too, you can buy these at Fishfield, Bob's. There's a few places you can buy them. You can also buy them on JT's website, Short Bus Flashers. So you could just go to Google and search Short Bus Flashers if you're looking to purchase some of these blades. But also Fishfield and Bob's have them as well. So Bob's is still open, correct, Cam?
And pair them up with a nice flasher while you're at it too.
Yes, we might need to talk some flashers. So Clint, let's get a question going. We want you guys, if you're just now kind of still tuning in with us, do us a favor and make sure you give that video a thumbs up. Share this live feed out there if you haven't already done that, and drop a comment and let us know what your opinion is. I want to know what your guys' opinion is. Do you think Washington should have closed fishing? Do you think they should have closed it, or do you think they should leave it open? Just say yes or no. Let us know what you think. Just let us know what your opinion is on the situation.
Yes, they should have kept it open, or no, wait. How do you said that?
Yes, they should have closed it, or no, they should keep it open.
Got it.
Yep. There we go. People are getting it. Hell no, hell no, 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 hell
Well,
no.
you know, along the lines, my lowly opinion, I'm in agreement that they shut down the guides. I think that is completely fair. There's too many businesses out there that had to shut down that are much more important than our lowly little fishing businesses that were forced to shut down. I don't think it's fair that we got to guide, but the fact that they say we can't recreate and fish, again, I'm just one guy, but there was a lot of people that went fishing in the Pacific Northwest today and didn't see anybody else on the river. You know, it's just it's mind blowing.
Hey, Real Alaska Fishing Charters. I see that comment come through. Just go ahead and shoot us an email, man. Go on our website, shoot us an email. If you've already done that once before, we're sorry we didn't get back to you, but just go ahead and shoot us another email, and we can see if there may be a way we could work together.
Well, I think it's a resounding no. They shouldn't have closed it. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and if people have, opinions, don't make sure you guys don't rag any of the dudes in the comments. If they have, they're going to have their own opinions. Just let people have their opinions. We're curious what kind of the majority was thinking.
And yeah, and by the way, like, I don't know how to run for politics, but honestly, I would. So I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, run for governor. I'm like, yeah, just tell me how to do it. Give me some money and I'll try to do it. That's all I got.
Give me some money.
I'm like, I don't know. I'll buy some signs. We'll do it.
Well, you know, Cam, $20 is $20.
Yeah.
All right, Clint. I think we got quite a few comments that busted in there. Let's go ahead and pick a winner for that other short bus pack. Who do we got, Clint?
Yeah. Washington.
There's been a few super chats coming in too. All you guys that are giving us super chats, thank you so much. We appreciate it. I see Michael Coleman just super chatted us. I think there may have been another one or two that we missed. We are very sorry if we missed those. There's been a lot of comments coming in here tonight. And there's your winner. It looks like Grod51. Grod51. You won yourself a short bus spinner pack. Shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Make sure you include exactly what you won and your shipping address, and we will get those out to you. And JT is actually going to ship those directly from his location, so I'll make sure I get him the info, and he'll get that stuff out to you guys. Don't forget, head over to JT's website and purchase some of those blades. Support our partners that are supporting us. Thank you. What's that saying? Washington County parks are open to fishing?
No, they might be open for access, but I'm just reading some stuff. Wow.
What do you read?
300 million, just some assistance stuff that people are dropping to us. But I mean, no, I agree with Jordan. I do think that, yeah, it needed to close. I mean, we, as us operating as guides is a retail function, and like you said, having people travel that far, and that's a completely different ball game than loading up our rafts and going down, taking our two kids just to get them out of the house to a lake where I'm not going to see anybody. I mean, yeah. So no, I agree with you on that one, Jordan. I saw some comments on there. Yeah, I mean, the guiding operating as a guide, and to be fair, like, people, a lot of my clientele tends to be a little older, tends to be in that age that can be really affected, even though anybody can be affected by COVID. Just they tend to be in that older demographic as well. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, it makes sense. It makes complete sense. Even though
we got a couple more super chats. One says #Cam for politics. It says, yes, and Michael Coleman, we did film a couple video collabs with Northwest Fishing Secrets. It's really crazy. He came down and he had caught the guy Life from Northwest Fishing Secrets had caught 2 steelhead in his entire life, and in the first 3 miles. The first 3 miles down the river, he'd caught 3 in one day. So he was ecstatic. We got some insane footage, some really good episodes with him. So stay tuned on our YouTube channel. We're going to be having those come out soon. Some really, really cool episodes with him.
Thunder Peasley, I'm going to text Owen right now. That's not a bad idea.
What's he saying?
They always see Cam and Owen do a rant together.
Yeah, is Owen's show still going?
I don't know.
They're going to be. Talk to Matt if you guys can hear me. It's Clint.
It's essential because it's a news station.
Right, I'm sure. I don't know. I'll have to text Matt or see what's going on.
I hope his show's still going. That'd be unfortunate.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Well, do we got anything else we want to talk about? We've been kind of all over the map tonight, which we kind of knew was going to happen because we're not able to do our normal live feed that we've been able to do. Yeah. Thanks for Patrick for jumping in here and sticking it out with us. He's actually sitting outside in front of his garage in the dark right now. So,
oh, the lights turned off. Jesus Christ!
It just went.
You got to move around a little more there, buddy.
I wondered why we were seeing his breath so good.
Oh yeah, he's outside. It's probably pretty cold out there. That's why I was thinking we should probably start wrapping this thing up, Cam. Is there anything else we want to talk about? Anything else we need to talk about?
No, we'll get more current on the fishing and stuff when we get closer to being able to go out there, I guess, right?
Brady Taylor, you're freaking amazing, dude. Thank you so much for the super chat, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Once all this freaking smoke clears, we definitely need to get out fishing, dude. I know you've invited me a couple times. I need to get out there with you. I'd love to, dude.
Oh, man.
Well, I think we've kind of lost Patrick. He's
dead.
I'm ready. I'm here. I swear.
There he is. It's kind of coming back now. You're moving around so much, dude. I think your phone's like having an issue, like with service or something.
I'm in the shed.
How are we gonna do this? Should I draw this boat winner and call him live right now, 8:15 at night, and make someone's day a lot better than what it has been?
That could be risky, but I think you should do it because it makes just for great live feed.
Well, Marlon, should we all stay on here, or should we all dip and then you cut to it and do the giveaway?
No,
and
I
have
want to see your guys' reactions.
Okay.
Oh no, let's rock.
Michael Coleman again with the super chat. Thank you so much, man.
Are we drawing?
Yes, we're going to draw. I think we should. Let's go. Let's do this up.
How exciting.
And look at this. We do this live on camera, not like a lot of these other giveaways or derbies. I'm not going to name names, but I've heard some rumors about how these boats get given away. We don't do that. We're live right here. You're going to see, and I'm going to call the person right now. You're going to see exactly who wins this thing. I remember the last time. Remember the guy was just blindsided. He had no idea. Oh, someone almost got screwed right there. Almost threw a bunch of them out of the package. We got Okuma there on one side. Shout out to Okuma. Cannon Downriggers on the other side. Shout out to Cannon. That is one thing that we didn't talk about. I think we need to do that really quickly before we draw this winner. Clint, let's roll. What do you have, Clint? You have episode 1. What did you pull? Clinty, are you there?
I think it messes up when I talk on the audio. I have the preview for episode 2.
What is that noise?
I don't know. That noise sounds like he's like gonna rob a bank.
Is that Clint? You sound like a robot.
It's
Clint?
Watch.
Oh. Randy, thank you so much for the super chat, bud.
Oh, should I answer this? It's fillet away fish mats. Let me answer. Let's see what these guys have to say.
What else is everyone doing?
On, what's going on, dude? You're live on Facebook. I just answered you. We're doing a Skype. We're getting ready to draw the boat winner right now. Yes. About to happen, dude. Yeah, let me call you back when this is over. Alrighty. Later.
So professional.
Yes. That's how we do it at Addicted. Professional.
We need to do a bunch more of these hangouts this week.
Yeah, we definitely. Is Clint just gone?
I think so.
Oh, he just texted me. Something's wrong with his audio. So what I was talking about, guys, is if you didn't know, Cam participated in what is called the One Boat Network Challenge. This thing is super cool. I watched episode 1. It was really, really entertaining. I loved it. This is what we're going to roll right here as a preview for episode 2, which I think releases this Thursday, Cam.
Tomorrow, and guess what? You're all home. So
You're all home. So we're going to share it everywhere. We'll share it all over our Facebook pages and Instagram and all that tomorrow, so you guys can stay tuned. But check out this little teaser that we got for it right now. Clint's going to roll it, and stick with us. When we come back, we're drawing a boat winner.
Welcome to day 2 of the One Boat Challenge here at Anglers in El Salto. Today, it gets real.
3, 2, 1, row! Oh my God!
On the boat!
Yes! Woo!
Just having a couple drinks here. I wouldn't call us champions yet, but we're on our way.
The faster we could eliminate unproductive water, the
faster
more
we
time.
can eliminate the competition.
Me. Now we're fishing, buddy.
Okay, I don't know if they can hear me. Coming back to you.
This thing is super cool. I watched episode 1. It was really, really entertaining. I loved it.
Yeah. Are we good? Are we back? What is that? Are we back?
We're back, Clint?
Yes.
I think he said no.
Did you guys? I never saw the episode. I was trying to watch it on YouTube, and I never saw it. But check out this little teaser that we got for it right now. Clint's going to roll it, and stick with it. Did you guys actually see it pull up?
Did it work?
I guess. It must have.
I'm going to type in where they can watch the episodes here on Addicted.
Yeah, we'll post it out there, but I just wanted to let you guys know about that one more time. There's 4 episodes total, right, Cam?
Yep, and they're going to air once a week. Tomorrow's the 2nd, and so forth.
Ryan Beck just called. Ryan Beck saw me answer the phone, and so he called to try to get me to answer again so he could go live.
Yeah, Justin Bennett, that's a good idea. Don't read the name of the winner, just call him.
Okay,
so people.
That's a good idea.
That's cool.
I like it. That's a good idea.
Good idea.
All right, I guess I'm gonna do it. I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of scared, but I'm gonna do it here.
It's time, boys and girls.
I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna just set it behind me. You guys can see. Got my hand in there. My hand has nothing in it.
My elk wrap? It's not that impressive, but it's just a cool one. It is. No, you can't really.
Oh, the elky. Showing the elk, huh?
Well, someone said they wanted to see it.
Okay, I'm about to pull it. I'm so nervous right now for whoever this is going to be.
It's going to be cool.
Okay, here we go. I got one.
Here it is. I'm watching you. Oh.
It's a 360 number.
Ooh.
It looks like a battleground number. Is it 687 BG?
Yeah.
Okay, let's give him a ring. Let's give him a ring here.
What's the name?
No, I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna put him on speakerphone. Hopefully he's watching Addicted. Hopefully he's watching us live right now. Okay.
Oh boy.
We're calling him, people. We have a winner. There's already so many people right now that are disappointed because I said it was the 687 number. I don't know why. Okay, here we go. Can you hear it ringing? What if he doesn't answer? That would suck. Everyone's gonna be like,
You've reached 360687.
ah! They didn't answer. I feel like I should call again.
Blow him up.
Doing it.
Or you should redraw. How's this work? What happens
No,
now?
it's not a redraw. We got it. The guy got it. We got to just give him the guy. He won. Hey, is this Paul?
Clint, stop
Paul, how's it
talking.
going, man? You know, Addicted Fishing.
Yeah.
Are you watching our live feed right now?
No, I'm eating the halibut.
Eating some halibut right now, he said. Well, guess what, dude? We just drew you. You remember how you came to some of our Addicted Bashes this year?
Yeah,
And you put in to win a boat?
I guess I did.
You won one.
I won a boat.
You just won a boat, dude.
I did, huh?
You did. You just won a little Umpqua Marine Stillwater boat. It's a little pond hopper. It's a 10.5-foot boat. It's coming with a trolling motor, a depth finder, a little manual downrigger. You won yourself a little boat, dude.
Okay. How would I do?
You're actually live on our Facebook and YouTube page right now. You're live, and we just drew the winner live in front of like 1,000 people.
Oh, wow.
So you won, man. I'll get a hold of you probably tomorrow, and we can figure out the details of how to get you the boat and all that kind of stuff and what's going to happen from here on out. But congratulations, man.
Oh, well, thank you.
All right.
I've enjoyed your seminars and your fishing. I watch almost all the videos as they come up. So it's really been fun watching. Being now the state of Washington shut down fishing for us. So governor's direction, you know.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about tonight on the live feed because we're live on YouTube and Facebook on Wednesdays, and we were just talking about all that. It's an unfortunate situation, but you got some good news today that's going to help it brighten up for you.
Thank you. Then we'll talk to you tomorrow. You know what time you might call, or
It'll be in the afternoon sometime. You're going to be home. You're going to be home tomorrow afternoon.
yeah, I will. Same phone number.
Same phone number. I will give you a ring, and congratulations.
All right. Thank you very much.
Paul, thanks for your support, man.
Bye. Well, that was cool. At least
That's awesome.
definitely an addicted supporter. He said he watches every single one of our videos. Apparently, he doesn't watch the live feeds, but.
Oh, shit.
Why is that so funny?
I read comments.
Oh, what are people saying?
He sounds Irish.
They're telling him to calm down. Like, don't be too excited. Well, Paul won himself a boat, and I just want to say again, thank you to all you addicts out there. We do these giveaways and we give away these things to show you guys that we appreciate the support from you. We will have another giveaway coming up. We will be doing bashes again this year because of what's going on. Our spring bashes that we would typically be planning obviously didn't happen, so we won't be doing those this year. We'll just have to see how the events play out and when they start letting us do these kind of things. And once we know, we'll hopefully start to be able to announce the dates of when our next bashes will be. I'm assuming, guys, just with the landscape of how things are going, we're going to probably shoot for summer, maybe do a summer and fall, winter. I don't know for sure yet, but again, make sure you come to them, because if you come to our bashes that we do, when you see those events and you see those things, all you got to do is put your name in and you could potentially win a boat. We're going to have another boat giveaway this year. We have a few different companies that have offered to work with us on that and actually donate a boat this year. So we're still working through the details on that, but we're going to give away another boat in 2020 as well at some point to all you addicts out there for supporting us. So Thank you. Continue to support us. Continue to share our content and watch our YouTube videos, and we'll keep doing these kind of things for you guys. And did we get a $50 super chat when we were?
Yeah, Randy Bales from Lured and his incognito beats.
Randy frickin' Bales. Randy, thanks, dude, for the super chat, man. We appreciate it. I think just because Randy just gave us a $50 super chat, we're gonna give some lured beads away. How about that?
No.
Here we go. We got the lured bead med kit, and like I said, I was gonna give away a ton of stuff tonight. We've already given away a Gerber fillet knife, some tough line, some short bus spinners, a freaking boat, and now we're gonna give away some lured beads. So Clint, we've already got a ton of comments that have come in through everyone that's been hanging out with us tonight. So why don't you just randomly draw someone from the comments to win this lured pack? And I think we're going to end it on that note. Cam, you got anything else? Jordan, Patrick, you guys got anything?
I'm going to type up something here and then I'm going to put it on our we're going to put it on our Addicted Fishing page in our groups and some of our other avenues, and I'm basically gonna summarize kind of like what we talked about this morning. And I want all you guys to send and call. You're gonna see the notices go out here. I'm literally, once we get off this live feed, I'm gonna type them up. And I think we need to put our heads together and put our demand together and turn this let's just say turn this bullshit around. I mean, our neighboring states are realizing the benefits that fishing have. Oregon has to close down the Columbia River thanks to Washington to be concurrent with regulations. But at the end of the day, you know what? They're still forward thinking, encouraging people to go outside, practice they called it sturgeon distancing, where they put a 6-foot sturgeon in between two people. I thought that was hilarious. Congrats, kudos to them. But like I said, we definitely need to put a little pressure on there to at least open our trout, bass, carp, whatever the hell you want to fish for, just go fish. So we need to get this fixed tomorrow. And y'all gonna be at home, so guess what? We're gonna have plenty of time to do it.
That's a great day to beat down the door.
You don't have an email for them right now?
I'm gonna type something up that kind of summarizes what all the other states of the union are doing and why Washington wants to decide to be a standalone and basically go against their direct orders for this. So we're gonna piece that together here in a little bit.
All right, Clint, you want to throw that winner back up again? I saw it was Melissa, but I didn't catch the rest of it.
Go.
There it is, Melissa. How would you pronounce that? Asylum? Asylum? I have no idea. But Melissa, you won some lured beads. Shout out to Randy Bales. If you guys don't know who Randy is, he makes some awesome beads. Just check him out at luredbeads.com. But he gave us some beads to give away to you addicts out there. So Melissa, you won yourself some. Shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Orders@addicted.fishing. We will get that shipped out to you. Make sure you include exactly what you won and your shipping address. And then, Patrick, if people want to get a hold of you for fishing or bait or anything like that, how do they do that, man?
Yeah, get a hold of me. Call me, text me, 253-432-1126. I think Clint's got my email too. He might be able to put that up, but it's pganny253@gmail.com.
Yeah, so Clint just threw that up on the screen because it was kind of, you're breaking up. Wherever you move to now, Patrick, your phone just doesn't have as good a service or something. So, but we got it up on the bottom of the screen for you guys. So if you guys want to get herring or you're interested in getting some bait, like Patrick said, make sure you get all to your local distributors and all the places that are carrying his bait. But you can also call him if you're trying to get a case or two for some buddies or go in on that. You could give Patrick a call. And then also if you just want to go fishing, Patrick does all the different things. We've gone, I can just say from personal experience, if you haven't seen the Addicted Life that we put out with Patrick, we went on a day that I actually talked to a lot of anglers fishing this particular river that same day we went, and they didn't do as good as us. Not even close. So Patrick definitely knows what he's doing. If you guys want to get out and catch some salmon and steelhead, give him a call. It'll be a fun time. We had a good time razzing Clint that entire day on that episode.
Always.
Yes. All right, everyone. Well, the boat winner's been drawn. It's freaking crazy. That thing's finally.
Hey.
Yeah. What do you got?
Let's maybe I don't know what you're doing, Jordan, Patrick, anybody. let's get together and do some of these conversations. Maybe not tomorrow, but let's for those of you guys out there, let's go live and maybe bring some of our other addicts in. And I don't know, like we should make this a thing right now, at the very least.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
I agree. Yep.
I agree.
Yep. For sure.
Did that look like I was going up and down the stairs just now?
It was terrible. Don't do that.
just gotta stay positive, guys. Gotta stay positive and keep moving forward.
Absolutely. I think Cam's dead on with it. Cam, I think we need to call some other people. It'd be fun to let's get Cody Herman on one of these. Maybe we can get Brandon Glass in here.
Thanks for the super chat. I mean, shoot, let's make this fun. Screw it.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. Let's definitely try to plan some more of these. And if you want to see more of them, make sure you're subscribed on YouTube and turn that bell notification on, because what that bell does is every single time we're live, it sends you a notification to your phone. It's going to let you know that we're live on Addicted Fishing. So make sure you turn that on. And yeah, we got some really cool videos coming up too. I have a couple exciting series that I'm really, really looking forward to that we're releasing in the next couple weeks, I think. The next couple weeks. And one of them we talked about a while ago. Jordan went out on a 7-day little excursion. What are you hoofing about? What do you see?
Some great suggestions in the comments. I'm sorry. I
Sorry. No, yeah, I want to get some cool people in here for sure. But Jordan went out on a 7-day series. Clint, why don't you go to split screen with me and Jordan real quick, and Jordan can talk about a little bit about what he did on this series. And we're going to be releasing it, guys, in the coming weeks. And then we also are working on a trip that we went down to Southern Oregon and fished with a bunch of our buddies down there that we're going to be putting a little series out on. So those 2 videos series are coming out on YouTube, almost 8 videos in total. So make sure, like I said, turn that bell on so you guys know when these things come out. Jordan, talk about it. What do you got?
So, the long-awaited 7-day series. We hopped in the rig, me and Little, and we did a 7-day road trip and fished 7 different rivers in 7 days over about 500 miles, starting in northern Washington. And our goal was to go to California, but California had closed down, so we ended in Southern Oregon. But the triumphs and the struggles and the excitement, we basically camped out most of the trip and got to see a different place in a different perspective from a different home water guide every single day, and met some really neat friends, some friends we already knew. And just you get to kind of tag along for the entire adventure for 7 days and over this giant span of area and all this different kind of water. So it'll be exciting to see it all. It'll be exciting to see it all come together. And I think it's something that you addicts and everybody out there who loves fishing or traveling or whatever it might be, camping, are going to really enjoy watching and hopefully have a little shine of light in this crappy time and something fun for you to watch while we're all sitting at home here, stuck not being able to go fishing.
Exactly. And just so you addicts know, that's kind of our goal with Addicted in these coming weeks as, these shutdowns happen. We have a lot of content. We've been filming for months and months on end. And so nothing that we do is going to slow down. We're still going to upload 4 to 5 videos on YouTube a week. We're still going to be doing our Facebook live feeds just in this different format. We're still going to be continuing every single thing that we're doing. So make sure, like I said, that you just continue following along, stay positive, and we'll all get through this together. It's not going to be the end of the world. What did Clint pop up on the screen that I missed? I hate how those comments go away so fast, Clint. I wish you could pin them up there for longer.
A shirt that says "Fish till the cats come home."
Yeah, fish till the cats come. We're gonna have that, and then the river giveth and the river taketh.
I like that.
Oh, that one was killer.
Yes. Please ban. People want us to ban people. All right, guys. Well, I think that's probably going to do it for tonight.
It's dinner time.
It is. I'm starving. My wife brought me in a bowl of food, and it's just sitting there getting cold.
My lady's making me elk steaks and baked potatoes, so we'll see you guys later.
We'll see you guys later. All right, everyone. Thanks again for tuning in. We appreciate it. Patrick, we appreciate having you tonight, man. Thanks again for tuning in.
Thanks, Patrick.
Clint, thanks for all your hard work.
Anytime, man.
We like to razz you, but we appreciate you too.
Yep. Good job,
all you
Hang in
addicts
there,
out there,
buddy.
we appreciate it. Cam, you're just a
Later,
legend. See you guys
Shut
later
up.
on the river.